Hello and welcome. So we have just left 2025 and it was a great year for vintage finds and thrifting. So I have put together my top 10 favorites from the last year. I know that some of this stuff might seem a little bit creepy to some of you, and I'm sorry for that in advance, but I am a bit of a creepy person. Like, I can't help it. First up, we have this porcelain doll. I think she's adorable. I know that some of you might think that porcelain dolls is a bit creepy. I actually do myself, but I really love her. And she's wearing the traditional costume from the town where I'm from, here in Sweden. She's wearing the Rättviksdräkt, and which is also the costume that I wear whenever I celebrate midsummer or other celebrations. Except that she wears the red top. It's called Snörrvill in Rättviksmål. But that is specifically for weddings, but it can also be married women who wear them. I am a married woman, but I don't have the red, I wear the traditional green one. But in weddings or at the bridal attire, you wear red. But yeah, I think she's very beautiful, and now she's on our bookshelf. Speaking of traditional crafts, the next things might also fall into the creepy category for some of you. But this is a region where hair work is very common, and there's a village not far from here called Venice, where the women have done hair work for, I think it's maybe like 150 years, and probably more. And they also traveled all over Europe doing their crafts, and an auction came up and there were multiple very beautiful frames, pieces of art. So we have this one. And then we have a smaller one with blonde hair. This one is my favorite. It is made with grey hair, and it also have a note on the back. It says, "Merry Christmas, dear Anna. The collar and the buttons will come after Christmas." Then it says, "Hair memory after Anna." And then it's very hard to see what it says. I think it says Anna Matilda and then a last name. These ones are gonna be in this room when it's finished. I'm sitting in the only corner that is a little bit completed because we are renovating this guest apartment. So these one will come up here, some will go into the library, but they don't really have a place yet. I feel like I overthink, because I love them so much, I overthink where I want to place them in the home. Then we have some not so local ones. I was in Scotland this autumn with a group of friends and had the time of my life. And I found these ones in an antique store. And it's two brooches, two Art Nouveau brooches. And they're very beautiful. I especially love this one because it has 3 mini vases. So you can put tiny flowers in here when you wear it. Then also from Scotland I picked up this. And this is just as much as a souvenir and also a memory from that trip. We had such a great time. We stayed at a castle and they had a similar vase to this. And we also had a gentleman dinner. That was maybe one of the funniest nights I have ever had. So this is more a memorabilia piece, even though I really love it. Furniture-wise, we have a sofa. And I'm gonna upholster it in another color. I bought it very cheaply on an auction. And I think white was very cheaply, and you're gonna see this, it is not completed. I think someone maybe have done a course in upholstery and then just never finished it completely. So I will remove this striped fabric, but the work that is put onto this is actually quite good. So I will only need to change the top fabric, and it will probably become a sort of dark red, maybe burgundy color. And it's gonna go into this room when it is completed, because this sofa belongs to another room. I have just put it in here just to have somewhere to sit. And also, like, if you want to come along on the big renovation journey of this guest apartment, I'm gonna have a first episode up maybe in 1 to 2 weeks on like the first steps we have taken to transform this apartment. And another thing that I bought this year that is supposed to be in this apartment but right now is down in our kitchen is a very beautiful, once again, Art Nouveau lamp. And this was actually a bit of a drunk buy. I'm actually gonna say that. And I don't do those quite often. I had it saved, it was on an auction site, and the price just didn't go as high as I thought it would be. So I was like, this is a bargain, I need to get this. The only problem was that I had not read the fine print. It wasn't a Swedish auction site, but they have a collaboration with an auction house in Barcelona. So getting the lamp here ended up costing more than the lamp itself. So yeah, that was a bit of a mistake, but I truly love this lamp. I really do, and it's gonna look great. It actually looks amazing where it is right now, so I have a bit of a conflict in myself if I'm just gonna leave it in the kitchen or if I'm gonna move it up here. Then we have this clock, which is one of my favorite purchases. I got it when I made the video on my favorite vintage and secondhand locations in Dalarna. And yeah, I love this so much. Like I said in the video, I saw it from across the room and just went for it straight away. It was also at a very low price and I love it so much. I have it in the library. Then we are back on the more morbid side and we have this. This is a copy of a death mask of a woman they found in the Seine in the 1880s. I think it was the 1880s. And it became a very sought after interior detail in the early 1900s. And her face was also the inspiration for the first rescue ant dolls. So it was a very popular memento mori kind of detail to have in the home, and I think it's very beautiful and it has such a sad story behind it. Then for the last two, I didn't buy them myself. One was a gift and one I found in my closet that I've had for 15 years, but I have never worn it before, so this was the first year that I actually started using it. The first one is a gift that I got from a set designer that I've been working with this year, and it is this beautiful Art Deco vase. It's made of cast iron because this was meant to go on graves in cemeteries and graveyards to have flowers in, and it's made by the Swedish company Husqvarna, and it is very, very heavy, but so beautiful. The last thing is actually my great grandmother's coat, and it is a stunning coat. It has a bit of a fur detail on it and it is practically unworn. So the story behind this coat is that my great grandmother took care of two little girls and was like an extra parent to them, and they ended up going over to New York to work as maids, and when they got back to Sweden they went past Stockholm and they bought her this coat. And my great grandmother was a farmer's wife. She didn't wear anything fancy, so the only time she actually wore this coat was at funerals. So it is in a very pristine condition, and I only use it quite on special occasions myself. But I did use it for the first time when I went to Venice in January, and it was just the perfect fancy coat. And like I said, I've had this for maybe 15 years in my closet, but back then it was way too thin, so now it fits perfectly. So yeah, I just love this so much, and it is something that I keep very dear to my heart. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and just let me know if you want to see more content like this. I also have a renovation video coming up quite soon, and I'm also working on getting you guys a house tour. I am finally gonna do it, even though this house have so many more things that we need to fix with it. And this is not a clickbait, but this might be one of the strangest cottages in this part of Sweden. So yeah, I hope you will like those videos as well. Thank you once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful 2026. Bye.